Hello and welcome to round one of this league with Green Red Tron as Moto continually decides to resize every single window I could possibly have set up. I would like to play first. This deck is very, very good on the play. Magic Online is not very happy with me tonight. This hand is perfectly fine. Even though it doesn't have a Tron land, it has a lot of ways to get there. And let's see here. Yeah, there's so many expedition maps that this hand just has to be a keep. It's basically just Tron and a bunch of threats. Lead on Stirrings, because I think deploying my mana is more important here. Actually, that's wrong. I would like to lead on. So, I was going to lead on Stirrings, so I just hit a land. But I'm not going to use all of my mana next turn. I'm not gonna, I don't get to like map plus activate next turn regardless, unless I just like play map this turn and flip. So the right play is actually to play the Star, so that I have an extra peek at a land and get to see an extra card before Stirrings resolves. Which, if I reveal, for example, um, like if I draw Mine and then I Stirrings into Mine Power Plant, I can take the Power Plant correctly. And we start with this matchup. Okay. Well, at least our opponent's down a card on a mediocre draw against us. Oh, there we go. So let's make this green. And all Stirrings. Well, Oblivion Stone is very good here. And then we map. So half of the situation came up where we drew the Tron piece, but we didn't, the other half where you have the Stirrings into two other Tron pieces didn't come up, fortunately. Unfortunately, sorry. I would have liked to have another Tron piece to play next turn for sure. But I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm mapping for one. So I can go map, play. On the play, I get to assemble. It's a little. I get the Tron on my 4. Oh, geez. I might be dead. Um, this plus this is like the reason I'm thinking I might be dead. Specifically this card. This is how you usually just die. Yep, we're just dead. Delightful. How do I win this game? Okay. Pretty sure that's part of it. So I think I have to Stirrings into a missing Tron piece, which I did. And then I get to Oblivion Stone. Okay, good. So we had to, I think it was actually, I had to hit Stirrings or the Tron piece, or I could have starred into the piece that turn. But otherwise my hand's just too slow. Um, this turn I'm going to take a hit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In fact, actually just dead anyways, maybe? Jeez. Um, okay. Well, that if my opponent had put cranial plating on the Inkmoth Nexus there, I was actually just dead. Or not dead. I'd have to map for Ghost Quarter, play the Ghost Quarter, play another map, Ghost Quarter this. Oh, that's cool now. I like that. So I want mine, correct? Yes, I'd like hers as mine. Yeah, I think this is a new Phyrexian symbol. That's a very good draw. I see no reason to main phase this. Um, oh, could I lose to if I main phase it? Land Ravager is pretty bad. But if I main phase it, then I cut my opponent off of red. I actually survive Land Ravager, though. So I don't really see a reason to not just pop the stone. So my... Yeah, that's right. Make it as hard as possible for my opponent to just nug me out with blasts. Especially because I drew the Ghost Quarter. I've been running pretty good this game. I think I just had to hit the runner there. I guess it was a... So I was on 3 outs to stirrings into something. And then... Well, okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's do this right. Let's think about this. So I have Ghost Quarter. So if my opponent plays another plating, equips, I take 1, 2, 3, 4. That seems beatable. I don't think that's really going to happen either. So what am I doing? I want to 7, so I would like to sphere before I do anything. Well, that makes my life super easy. Because I'm just going to destroy every... there's actually an argument for me having killed the Vault Scourge that turn. I think I actually should have. Weird. Yeah, I think I was supposed to kill this. And then I Ghost Quarter whatever the plating ends up on. Yeah, if I kill this, I can Ghost Quarter whatever the plating ends up on if it attacks. Oh, really? Okay. Well, this game just got pretty easy. Yeah, Ravager. Don't forget to get my free tower before. Use promo code EMAP for 1 free tower on purchase of a first Tron set. Is that how that works, Cedric? So this goes to one of these. I kill that one. I think this game actually gets kind of hard if my opponent just attacks Karn there. Yeah, I was definitely supposed to exile the Vault Scourge. I was just like, oh, that's a plating. I should be afraid of it. But that's not really how that works. This one. And then we map. And then if our opponent attacks with Ink Moth, we take that. Blink Moth is the one I actually have to kill. That's not scary at all right now. That's fine. So I guess I die regardless to Galv Blast, because I think... is that true? These are all attacking me? So if this had attacked here, I would not be able to survive a top deck Galv Blast unless I attack. Yeah, I just wouldn't be able to. So 3, 6, 11 mana plus 1 upwards of 12. I think we just continue to exile all of our opponent's permanents. Oh, I guess my opponent wasn't metal crafted on Galv Blast if I just start killing all their stuff. Three Karn, 2 OP, please nerf. Let's this. I don't think I actually need an eye. I think that I'm supposed to just find a ghost quarter. And I actually was supposed to just find a ghost quarter and plus Karn that turn, and then kill the Nexus, and then just have 3 Vindicates loaded up. Oh, just no permanents next turn, not allowed. So Ugin comes out in this matchup, unshockingly. This card is not very good here. Spellskites, nah, I'm not super excited by the card. You want 3 Pyroclasm, a Nature's Claim, and a Vandal Blast for sure. Wormcoil's okay, but not great. I really don't like Spellskite. Um, I get that it kills or stops Ravager from moving counters, but every other card in their deck is flying. Like, if they just have, like, Plating instead of Ravager, it's terrible. Relic's not very good here either. I'm just going to leave them both to Ulamogs because the card is too awesome to cut. It's just really cool. Leaving Wormcoils. Don't board up one because the card, again, can be raced pretty easily out of their deck. I think this is right. I don't actually need the Emrakul here. So I do this. There we go. Nah. Just going to leave it in. It's a good crutch. What? WotC Vendor? That's a new one. Long list of players in this. Just seeing if there's more 04 or 40. It's actually about the same. Same number of 4s and 04s. Interesting. It's not really interesting because you'd assume that with an even distribution, but I was kind of just wondering if people would like drop a 404 or just be done with it. I guess there are more. Oh, geez. That's not a hand. That doesn't have cards. I get to scry? That's just cheating. This has like a Tron piece and a half and a hate card, yeah. That's fine by me. This game's gonna have a similar sequencing to last game. Cool. I like that. It's a good sign about our opponent's draw. Just thinking this through. Yeah, if I draw a land here, I think there's a legit argument for just Vandal Blasting that. Well, I didn't draw land. So let's do that. This. Well, I might lose this game. I don't know. I think that in this setup, I was supposed to take the star here because I actually do. I feel like I need to draw like actual lands and not just like map into them, but that possibly was wrong. Yeah, we're never getting the mana to cast that card. I'm likely very dead unless I draw a land this turn. I haven't done the math. I don't actually. I can draw Pyroclasm. No, I can draw land. If my top two cards are Pyroclasm, land, I'm good. For some. Nope, I'm dead now because that's now a creature that lives through Pyroclasm. Going to 6. It attacks for 5. So not completely dead. One, two, three, four, five. No, that doesn't work because Spellskite redirects. Okay. I'll make the mature decision. I just really want to Emrakul my opponent, but I don't think you need to do it if you have Ugin. Oh wait, no. Ulamog, that one. Why do they all start with U's? This is some nonsense. Yeah, this matchup's historically not the best for Tron. Cedric seems to think it's pretty close, but I've always been very ahead on the affinity side. Um, just the deck's just so much. It's just faster. It's hard for Tron to interact with. Like I needed a lot of things to go right to win that first game, including my opponent not attacking the right, like not attacking the Planeswalker, ripping 3 times in a row or something like that. It's just really hard to win these matches. I guess if they don't draw the card Mox Opal, you're in a much better space. But I mean, that is like well, if they don't draw Mox Opal or Cranial Plating, you will likely win the game. However, Mox Opal and Cranial Plating are their 2 best cards, so like you're basically just saying if their deck doesn't draw their best cards when their deck's game plan is to draw their best cards every time, then they're gonna lose. Well, congrats, you figured it out. Um, this is kind of an interesting draw. I Let me think through this sequence real fast. I think I'm supposed to lead on Sphere, Stirrings. Yeah, that's right. So I goes Tower Sphere. This gives me the highest chance of playing Karn on 3. Um, I believe. Less permanents in play. Yes. Is that just one? Please. Yes, it's just one? I'm so lucky. So green, stirrings. If I'm putting two power plants on the bottom, I want to take a power plant so I can natural draw the mine next turn, more likely. And I actually want to play the sphere. The reason being that I don't want to expose the other map to like a random ancient grudge or something. I get to use all my mana next turn anyways, so I don't think it changes anything. Like I can sphere map crack it. I just like if my map gets grudged and I don't rip, I lose the game. Whereas if this, if the sphere gets grudged, like whatever, it's pretty much a blank at this point. I have all the cards I need to win the game in hand. Though depending on what this permanent is, it might not be enough. I guess I have two Karns. It's enough. Like one Karn is beatable. Oh no! Yeah, that happens. Well, I guess I'd have to look back and see if I got punished because I didn't play around a stock list thing. Just the number of Thoughtseize and Affinity varies between like 0 and 3. They always have like 2 to 3 grudge. Though I guess on the draw, it's very possible you just don't even board in any grudges. Because like map is already being activated by the time you can grudge it then. Yeah, I don't actually know what the right play is there. That's kind of interesting. I'll have to look up the list and figure it out. I think if they just play one Thoughtseize, it's probably right to play around the grudges instead. But if they play, well, now I'm very glad I didn't take the mine. Oh, my opponent's hand's just this. That's it. So lucky. Let's make a green. Whatever. We'll do this the hard way. I do like the fact that I get to slow roll the basic forest. I mean, it doesn't matter because I have the stone in play for a blood moon anyways, but it is a nice rub-in. Like, oh, you're gonna blood moon me, maybe. Oh, no, nothing. You get nothing. Hopefully this isn't a plating or ravager. It probably is, though. Oh, just an opal. So they drew the opal this turn, most likely. Because if they had had it last turn, they would have deployed it plus a spell, most likely. Yeah, okay. One, two. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, geez. We're pretty close to dead here. Uh... Oh, I actually just am dead. This is very unfortunate. If I had Tron this turn, I'd be... Yep. So if I played the map, I think... Oh, no, because I'd be a card... No, I would have... Nah, I don't know. It's hard to say. There's a lot of, like, random draw involved. If my opponent doesn't mess this up, I'm dead. I don't think there's a way around that. Oh, I'm not dead. Oh, wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my opponent needs to play. So if their cards in hand, they can't be. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if their cards in hand are not. So they can play a plating here. Basically, I need them to get into a spot where they need to not play an artifact and leave them. Like if they play an artifact and leave a mana up, I lose the game. Um, if they what? Oh, no, I'm just dead here then. That's fine. Wait, so confused. What? Well, okay. Okay, now from this port state, how do I not die? Okie dokie. Business, comma, back in it. Um, this 3, 4, I think. So I scrying, I need to get a mine. And then I pass beginning of combat, blow the O stone. Is that right? I don't think Karn is what I want to do because it exposes me to weird stuff. I think I need to stay ahead on life because my opponent's just holding up cards. It's kind of an interesting board state now. I think my opponent was trying to Ravager before damage. Okay. Well, that's a given. Now that my opponent has elected to not activate the Nexus. So that's a Ravager. So 1, 2, 3. I'm so good at this game. Just all perfects all day. Thank you, Karn. Never doubt. Don't like this Nisa Ravane flavor text. I should go back to the green fetus elf thing. Not really fetus. I guess fetal position is the better term. I apologize for getting my terminology incorrect. Ross Merriam can chime off in the comments here about me not being able to do math as well or something. There we go. And I do that on draw step. Or no, I make my opponent use the... My opponent doesn't use the mana to activate the Nexus. I don't have to do it. Okay. Okay. So I have enough to Karn plus Wormcoil, but that doesn't do anything. So I just go -3. Choose you. I guess I could have like left up Worm. I don't know. I'm just gonna Karn all my opponent's permanents. I like that answer better. I was probably supposed to Karn. I was supposed to probably Karn this, play Wormcoil past the turn actually. Oh wait. Uh, can I die to that here? I don't think I can. This is only 4? If my opponent has land, team, or battle rage, I will accept defeat here. However, I think the more pressing issue is actually getting out of blast range. That was a mistake. My opponent can just kill Karn. What am I thinking? Whatever. I might lose now to... In theory, there's stuff I can lose to. Whoa. Ah. Windows 10. Strictly better than previous ones. And by previous, I mean 8. So... Karn... Yeah, that was a mistake. Could have killed Glimmer Void, potentially. I mean, I'm pretty in control of the game here. But my opponent could have a number of things, so I get to go map for I. Play I. Go back up to 11 facing down. Basically, yeah, this should be locked up here. I do not have enough to Ulamog into Ulamog. Makes me sad. I will have enough next turn to be able to just eye straight to Wormcoil on my turn, but I'm going to EOT for an Ulamog instead because that's cooler. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No! I'm 1 off. If my opponent Blood Moons me, I can't play Ulamog. This is a terrible disaster. Well, I ran very well there. My opponent made some mistakes that exposed them to losing. That's fine. And then we get to Ghost Quarter really whenever because I don't want to give my opponent 2 mana on their second main phase. I ran really well this match. Jeez. Maybe I shouldn't bash these New York Sylvan Scryings, so they just show up whenever I need them. That is a pretty nice waterfall going on back there, so maybe they'll stay. Floating Stick Elf is just kind of eh. Sorry, Floating Sprig. It's more of a sprig than a stick. So I'm going to exile these. I'm going to Ghost Quarter this. My opponent should just have a mountain in play on their next turn, which is not good for affinity usually. Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger. Oh, it costs 2 less. Oh, can I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'm actually 1 short of just going straight to get a second Ulamog. Sure, I like towers. Towers are cool. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I could just, well, I mean, oh, whoa. Let's tap right over here. Uh, what? Oh, whoa, my spells just cost less. I was already doing the math for them and I just forgot about it. You and you. Look at his spaghetti arms. Make you spend the mana. Not getting away that easy with playing a 2-drop in my end step. Completely necessary. Man, my opponent... They get to have permanents in play when they lose the game? Oh, you... Oh, that's interesting. So if your opponent doesn't have permanents and you cast Ulamog, it makes you eat your own permanents. That's flavorful. He's very hungry and you can't even stop him. I like that. Nice. Nice touch there.